Hello there everyone, this is Neko here, get ready to play RuneScape, Dragonwilds, woo! Alright, so today we're just going to be doing a little bit of building and all that fun junk. If you guys are enjoying my content, make sure to subscribe, hit the bell notification, and everything else in between. I try to show tips, tricks, helpful hints along the way, and let's head on over. I will say though that teleporting does cost based on weight. As you see here, 77. Once I drop a lot of weight, it may not cost as much. Some tips or something, not tips, but some things that I would like them to change. One, how fast your hydration and substance decreases, because I wasn't really doing much, but just standing around and quietly, or just basically just not doing anything, and yeah, hell of a fast decay on food and hunger. It's like stupid. Thankfully there's some berries out there that I can eat, which will get that up. The problem is water. Alright, now I have been planning out the build a little bit beforehand, and I kind of have an we may end up deleting and rebuilding some areas a few times, but you see here I've been ghost building here just to try and get this set up. So I'm having plans for multiple areas. This is going to be my teleport tower and crafting tower. So basically we'll teleport at and end up on top. Then we can run down, drop materials where we need to, if we need to, craft what we want, and all that other fun stuff. Over here is going to be the living area. So basically we're just going to come in or leave and enter here. I am going to put up like a little setup over there so I can mine these rocks, because the bottom floor is going to be my rune thing. But I am going to probably have to rebuild a lot of these, because I'm pretty sure they're going to be out of... Stupid flippin' wolf. Startled the hell out of me. Alright, we're gonna have to chop some of these things down, most likely. Nope. I'm hoping I can get my weight reduced. We may have to add some structural support or add another foundation under these. Yeah. Alright, well, in the meantime, actually, you know what I could do to make this building easier, although normally I don't use it? We have the Eye of whatever cult. And, oh. Okay. Whee! Controlling the camera is a little difficult, but... Come on. Actually, these are turning out pretty well organized, as I thought. This actually helps out with building fast pretty quickly, which is nice. So the thought process over here is... Are you going to spit? Really? He's gonna interfere while I'm in the middle of building. We'll level up. Alright, that takes care of that. We are gonna have to add some things in here. to fill in these gaps. But basically, this is going to be my kitchen area. Then we're going to have my dining room. We're going to have the front room. We're going to have the bathroom. We'll have like little food pantry storage area. Then we'll go down here, across here, and there. We'll also have a second floor, which will have the bedroom and probably some guest bedrooms and a few other things. This is mostly all for looks because I want it to be. Oh, can we not? Do I have to? Repair. Oh. I may have to delete that. Oh well. But yeah, this is basically just for looks and nothing else for this part here. Alright, that's all built. Oh, nope. Alright, so that takes care of that. We are gonna have to deal with over here, so... Oh, I ran out of materials? Really? Oh, I ran out of plates. Oops. And double oops, I didn't mean to end that. Well, in the meantime, we'll just throw in what we can into where we can. That means we may end up having to start building some of the walls in order to get some of the things we need. Looks like there's a limit to how far we can actually reach, which is stupid. Oh, we're out of all of that. I'm thinking first floor, we're gonna pretty much have no windows. Second floor, we'll start throwing in windows. Yeah, I know. Need the materials to build all this, blah, 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 blah. Personally, it would be nice if we had more room other than this to be able to deal with. It looks like these override, whatever you call it. So if I take this and we throw one right there, and one right there. Oops. Keep forgetting, don't press escape. Alright, I can't jump because I'm still overweight. And I think if I take this and I go Y, I should be able to put that right there. No. Oop, not what I wanted. I want these to snap. Yeah, I can't jump. Definitely one right there, and then yeah, sometimes advanced snapping makes this a lot more difficult than it needs to be. Oops. Alright, well, I think he's coming to spit. And to tell you the truth, I killed that flip nugget. And he shouldn't be bothering me. That's the issue. We may not need as many of these as I thought. So store one of you and you and you. That should be equivalent to what I need. Now we need logs and links. Awesome. We're out of oak logs. Thankfully, there's 2 over there that I can go chop up. And if I do this right, I can hit them both. I just have to... Oh, I need a logging axe. Yay! Probably should keep those on hand, but I was trying to reduce my weight, which can be a pain. Alright, grab you. I'm surprised that tree hasn't respawned. I wonder if there's a distance to, that prevents things from respawning. Alright. If I do this right, I can have this still highlighted. And I can aim at that direction. Oh, I think if I aimed a little lower, I could have had it. Really? Gotta love when that happens. So now we gotta do this until cooldown. Wait. Oh, I can't carry anymore? Fine. Looks like we gotta go put in stuff into the building. The problem is I can't afford to keep teleporting back and forth with the weight. I also gotta think about where I'm gonna put the teleporter. Okay, that takes care of that. Now, can we get this? I need it to be back. If I could, you know what? This is where sometimes you can't, don't use advance. No, maybe I want to use advance. And actually, I could use... this. I think if I do that, and if I grab this, and I... No, not up there, you stupid. Nope, it might be 60. You got, it's sometimes you gotta work in a way that will allow you to make this work. And sometimes, for some reason, it doesn't want to do it. I hate that. Alright, that should allow me to do what I need, which means if I take flooring, and I can take this one, turn that on, and get this right there. Actually, I might be able to chop down some oaks around here. Oh, are you gonna spit on me? You really like flying. Stupid. Alright, leave me alone. I think he's got one more spit. Yeah. Dang it. Kinda wish rolling in the water made it where you could wash off poison. Alright, well, in the meantime, I don't care about those. Alright. We do need to get rid of some of the materials and items that we have. Yay! Alright. In this mode, it's basically better. Yeah, we're gonna need that stuff. Gotta love when things get in the way. But once we get this all set up, we'll be kind of ready to go, other than and from there we'll be able to actually put in some of the materials that we need. I'm thinking some of these things are not structurally supported is the issue. You just spat. Quit flipping coming at me. Really? Awesome. Gotta love the timing. When you're in the middle of building and you're being bombarded. I think that's a oak. I think both of those are oaks. Stupid wolf. Really? Oh, that was stamina. Everything's becoming hostile now. Huh, I actually heard it. Everything's gonna die because I'm gonna make it die. Alright. Trying to get this built, or at least filled in. I wasn't expecting this to be a hell of an epic fight of all fights to be able to get things done. Holy flip. Facing the wrong. The hell? Oh, must be him. Well, let's get this all finished up, or at least get some of this, yeah. Oops. Missing that. Gotta love when you burn through materials at the speed of light. If everything goes correctly, this should make a nice stairway up, and then we can get a few things in. May take a couple episodes to get this going, but once I get that built, we'll move this where we need it to move. And actually, I think I can just... Oh, I can't build it on there? That's... No flat surface. Why can I not build on that? That's stupid. Flat surface. Yeah. Sleep. Nice to know that he can try and attack me in my sleep. You're dead. Alright. I think we'll have to do another episode of me finishing up this build. Mostly this time I'm going to have to collect a bunch of wood planks and a bunch of oak because apparently I didn't bring enough. Nope, we got... Nice. Drop. Actually, I could use those. Drop. And we can use all that. The problem is I don't want to be building or bringing this back and forth. So if this is going to be a bathroom, we're going to have a window there towards the waterfall so we can see, which means we want a solid wall here, solid wall here. We're going to want solid. If we're gonna have a shower and other things, in other words, this is where we're gonna poop. And then over here is going to be the shower. We're going to have the sink. Or... I haven't really thought how to plan this out, actually. But for now, let's just make this all set up. We'll figure out where we need, what we need, and why we need it. We'll just keep it a hole there. I am going to have a window here so we can look at the thing. It's gonna be like that. We can't really see the waterfall from over here, but we can see trees. Well, actually, we could see right there. So maybe we might put a window there. Alright, kitchen's gonna be over here, so we're gonna want windows all over the wet place here. We don't want it like super open, but we do want windows. Actually, we want to put them right there and right there. I didn't think about this when we slapped that in. I may actually have to figure out how to do this one. I think if I do that, and if I do this, nope, if I do that, and that, and that. Oh, that's not even in the right place. Wow. Then we have this issue here, which I could, I guess, go get away with it by doing that. I think that will work. We don't need a bunch. We don't. We can make this solid wall. This will be... right there. That will go right there. This entire little corner right here will pretty much be kitchen, so we are going to want to put something that kind of signifies right here. Alright, the door. I'm thinking we have the door right here. That will lead to a dining room. But then the bathroom is too big. We're gonna have the poop room right there. We're gonna need a shower room. Oh, getting hungry and thirsty. Yeah, baby, gotta love that. So we could have the poop room be right here, which means as soon as you open it, you can see whoever the hell's in here pooping. This means right here we'll have a little hallway. Dining room's gonna be like right here. The entrance is gonna be right here. We're gonna have a little sit and relax area right over here, just so that people can get some rest. And so that people can listen to people taking a dump. Gotta love that. Alright. So the door is gonna be right here. And then we're gonna want a window right there. And I think we'll throw a window right there. That way we can put the couch and stuff right in front of that. That should take care of that. But now we're gonna need a pathway up to the second story, which means I could take and put... we could... Actually, we're gonna take you, and that gets put right there. And we can take you. That should allow us to connect right there. And that right there. We're gonna have this be too high, so we're gonna have you up there and you right there. And that should take care of that, which... Oops. What was it? G? F. That way. And what was it? F again? Right there. Okay, perfect. That takes care of that. Now we can have a door here. Admittedly, I don't think there is any double wide doors. There might be if we figured out how to make it. They do have this, but for now, I hope they add in some double wide doors in the future. And yeah, thirsty, hungry, blah, blah, blah. You know what? Solid wallet. Alright, that takes care of the kitchen and all that. That takes care of that. We've got that. I'm going to have to drink a little bit of dirty water. You can drink, I think, up to 6 of these without actually triggering any, like, ultra... I don't know how many I collected, but that's how many you can drink. before poison becomes like dangerous. Thankfully, there's plenty of the berries here, which I think should give you thirst or whatever, but they don't, which is kind of stupid. They also do about 20 points, and I really, really hope they reduce this by 50%, because it's annoying as hell. I am gonna have to gather up some more resources and build all the ghost images I've done so far. Then I'll plan out the next set of building, and then we'll move everything over. However, if you guys enjoyed listening to me talk about my build and showing you what I have planned, then make sure to subscribe, hit the bell notification, and everything else in between. I try to show tips, tricks, helpful hints along the way, and everything else. I'm going to try and get this filled in here and get ready for the next episode. So if you guys want to see more of this series, make sure to check out the channel. If you want to see other games I play, check out the in-screen credits. I do play other games in the process. And, well, if you want to be added on to the in-screen credits like these people, make sure to publicly subscribe. After a certain period of time, I'll add you on. Otherwise, I hope you enjoyed and you come back for more. I'm going to get ready for the next episode, which means I'm going to, bye-bye.